Hello guys and welcome to my non-spoiler review of Guardians of the Galaxy. Enjoy. The story, guys, is basically about knowing your purpose, knowing who you are as a species, as a person. You know, in the story it shows of how vulnerable they are. Because of Gamora not being Gamora, the way that we know her, so she's sort of doing her own thing, but while helping at the same time. But it's how she helps, which I cannot say. But with my notes here, it's vulnerability, it's the pure heart of friendship, and the stakes are very high in this film, which sort of shows the vulnerable side of how they are as a group. Now, as mentioned with Gamora, we've got our usual cast. We've got Star-Lord, we've got Groot, Rocket, Drax, Gamora. We have got the dog, which I found quite funny actually. Someone who's a dog lover. If you're a dog lover, you know you'll just be very odd about it. We've also got Mantis. I couldn't forget Mantis. She plays a big role in this as well. I mean, if you haven't followed the Christmas special, she's actually the daughter. No, she's actually the sister of Star-Lord, which I was actually quite surprised. But yes, she plays a big role in supporting her brother in this, so it's nice to have that. With Drax, he's Drax. Drax hasn't changed much, but in this, there's a bit like a playful role model. There's a certain scene which I won't go into just yet. That'll be for my spoiler review. But there's a scene where you sort of like see a difference in Drax. A majority of the characters, they all change, and that's enough. That's the characters. Now, with the enemy of the film, I'll have his picture somewhere over here. I don't know his name, but he likes to play the whole idea of playing God in this film. Can't go into too much, but if you know this character already, you're not missing a lot in terms of surprise. But he reminds me a bit like Thanos in this film. He's done horrible things to a certain character that all gets revealed, um, which is nice. It shows a bit of a backstory on this character. Uh, Not a lot to say about him. I don't know this character well enough to know a lot about him. But yeah, he's a very nasty piece of work in this film. And now in terms of cameo, there's a few cameos I didn't actually expect to see. One of them is completely nostalgic to see, and the other one's kind of like, why are they in this? Why? Out of all the actors, him? Why? But he is a very good actor. Just said it's a he, great. It's a he, but I didn't tell you who, so that doesn't count as a spoiler. But that's the cameos. That's the cameos. In terms of the ending, the ending, uh, beautifully done. It was nice. It was. It's kind of like it's sad to see them go, but then it's kind of like it's nice because without spoiling it, um, I think when you see the characters start to really realize what their purpose is, and about reliving your past and having your regrets and stuff, that all becomes that comes together, and you find out why. I can't explain it, I can't describe it a lot because I'm actually pretty terrible at describing things, but I can say the ending, in a nutshell, is beautiful. It's nice. There'll be a few tears, but happy tears. And coming to a close of my review, guys, go and see it. Please go and see it, because if you don't, the spoilers will do it for you. If my review isn't making any sense, go and see it yourself. It's worth it. It's really, really worth it. It's really nice. And I will say, when the Rise of the Beasts trailer came out, I just thought, you know what? If Marvel does not live up to this expectation for Guardians of the Galaxy, they're dying. That was my initial review, but then the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer came out, and I thought, oh, this is really sad. Something's wrong. And then you start to realise that the story is it's a love letter to Rocket, and also the vulnerability that they have, knowing that Gamora's sort of doing their own thing while helping them at the same time. And Star-Lord really not recognising Gamora, and he's a bit upset. He's not all there. He's not focused very much. But it all works out at the end. So go and see it, guys, while it's still in cinema. I know it's only been 24 hours since it's been out, but seriously, go and see it. You will not regret it. And that's my review, and I hope you liked it. Have I put you to sleep? Like, comment, and subscribe if you like my YouTube channel, guys. And I will see you in the next video for whatever it could be. Oh yes, the spoiler review for Guardians of the Galaxy. Have a good day, guys, and roll out.